Grandfather Bear, a folktale from Siberia. Grandfather Bear woke up one fine spring morning. He came out of his cave and stretched. He'd been sleeping all winter. I am so hungry, said Grandfather Bear. I am so hungry. Grandfather Bear went down to the berry patch. He thought he'd have some berries for his breakfast. Oh, no. It was too early in the spring. The berries weren't ripe yet. Oh, I am so hungry, said Grandfather Bear. I am so hungry. Grandfather Bear went down to the salmon stream. Yes, I'll have some salmon for my breakfast. Oh no, it was too early in the spring. Salmon weren't running yet. I am so hungry, said Grandfather Bear. Oh, I am so hungry. Grandfather Bear went to the old rotten stump. Yes, I can get some bugs and grubs for my breakfast. Grandfather Bear began to rake and scrape at the rotten stump. He began to rake and scrape and rake and scrape and rake and scrape and oh no! That stump was the home of little Chipmunk. Down beneath the stump, Chipmunk felt his house shaking and quaking, shaking and quaking and shaking and quaking. He ran to the top and jumped out. Oh, Grandfather Bear! Grandfather Bear, what on earth are you doing? I'm sorry, said Grandfather Bear. I'm looking for bugs and grubs. I am so hungry, little Chipmunk. I am so hungry. Oh, well, Grandfather Bear, don't tear my house apart. No, just wait. I have food I can share with you. I saved some food for the winter. Wait right here. Chipmunk ran. He ran right back down in his hole. And he filled his cheeks with dried berries and nuts. Oh, he ran to the top and spit out a tiny mouthful. Here, Grandfather Bear, here. Oh, thank you, Chipmunk. Grandfather Bear took the tiny handful of berries and nuts and swallowed it. Oh, thank you, Chipmunk. But I'm still hungry. I'm still hungry. Well, just a minute, Grandfather Bear, just a minute. Chipmunk ran back down under his stump, and he filled his cheeks with dried berries and nuts again. And he ran back to the top. Here, Grandfather Bear, here, Grandfather Bear. Grandfather Bear swallowed the tiny mouthful. Thank you, Chipmunk, thank you. But I am still hungry. I'm still hungry. Just a moment, Grandfather Bear. Just a moment. Chipmunk ran back down. He filled his cheeks. He ran back up. Here, Grandfather Bear. Here, Grandfather Bear. Grandfather Bear swallowed. Thank you, Chipmunk, but I am still hungry. I am still hungry. Oh, well, just a minute, Grandfather Bear. And Chipmunk ran down and up, 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 down and up. All day long he ran down and up and down and up and last Grandfather Bear was full. Oh, yes, little chipmunk. I'm finally full. Thank you, Chipmunk. Thank you for sharing your food with your Grandfather Bear. Oh, Chipmunk, I want to give you a reward. I want to give you a present for sharing with me. Let me think. I know. Can you hold still? Hold very still. Do not move. Grandfather Bear took his heavy claw. He pulled it so gently right down Chipmunk's back. Oh, he left 5 black stripes. Look, little Chipmunk. Look at your back. You have 5 black stripes. You can show all your friends now, and they'll know how kind you were to share your food with Grandfather Bear. So it is today. If you see little Chipmunk scampering around, you must look at his back. You'll see he has 5 black stripes. And you'll remember when you see them how kind he was to share his food with Grandfather Bear. Pickin' peas. Springtime, little girl planted a garden of peas. Come July, those peas got ripe and ready to eat. Little girl went out in her garden, started going down the row, picking peas, singing, a picking peas, a put in my pail, a picking peas, put in my pail, a picking peas, put in my pail, a picking peas, put in my pail. Just picking off the biggest ones. Left the little bitty ones to grow some more. A pickin' peas, put in my pail, a pickin' peas, put in my pail, a pickin' peas. Little pesky rabbit lived down in the holler behind her. Pesky rabbit. He jumped in the row right behind her, started hopping along, eating her peas, singing, a pickin' peas, land on my knees, a pickin' peas, land on my knees. Every time he'd sing, he'd give a jump. He'd land on his knees every time. Down that row, eating up all the peas she'd left behind. A pickin' peas, land on my knees, a pickin' peas, land on my knees. Miss Rabbit was moving along, just one row behind the little girl, when she turned the corner at the east end of the garden and start down a row. He'd turn the corner at the west end of the garden and start up a row. A pickin' peas, from my tail, a pickin' peas, from my tail, a pickin' peas, land on my knees, a pickin' peas, land on my knees. After a while, the little girl got to feeling like somebody was following her. Said to herself, I think I'll cut my song off right short and see what I hear. A pickin' peas, put 'em in my... Listened and heard, land on my knees. The girl said, aha, I do believe that pesky rabbit is in my garden. I do believe he's following me. I believe he's picking my peas. She thought a minute. I do believe if I turn back around the end of this row, I can catch him. The little girl started tiptoeing back up the row she'd already picked. There was Mr. Rabbit, hopping along at the end of that row. A pickin' peas, land on my knees, a pickin' peas, land on my knees. She got right behind him, real quiet. A pickin' peas, land on my knees. She reached out real quiet. A pickin' peas, land on my... Whoop! She caught him. Said, Mr. Rabbit, what's that you were singing just now? Mr. Rabbit scratched his eyes, said, oh, I was singing, a digging a pretzel into my boots, a digging a pretzel into my boots. Ah, that's not what you were singing. She squeezed him harder. What were you singing? Oh, he said, the little squinchy voice. I was singing, picking peas, land on my knees. That's what I thought you were singing, said the little girl. were eating up my peas, weren't you?
Maybe.
Well, you won't pick my peas anymore. I'm going to take you home and put you in a box. Keep you there till the pea-picking season is over. Took that rabbit home. Put him in a box. Shut the lid down real tight. Cooked a mess of peas. Ate them all up. Well, that was good. Huh? Little girl heard Mr. Rabbit hopping around inside that box. He was singing. Pickin' peas, land on my knees, a-pickin' peas, land on my knees, a-pickin' peas, land on my knees, a-pickin' peas. Mr. Rabbit, what's that you're doing in there? Trying to dance, but it's too crowded in here. Kick me out, put me on top of the box. I'll dance and entertain you. Let me see that. She took him out, put him on top of the box. He began to dance and sing. Pickin' peas, land on my knees, a-pickin' peas, land on my knees. I heard my mama calling me right over there. Oh. Every time he sang right over there, he gave a little jump to the right. That's good dancing, said the little girl. Put me up that big chest by the window. I could dance even better, said Mr. Rabbit. The little girl put him up on the big chest by the window. Mr. Rabbit started really cutting up. Oh, a-pickin' peas, land on my knees, a-pickin' peas, land on my knees. Heard my mama calling me right over there. Little girl was clapping and laughing. I love your dancing, Mr. Rabbit. Put me up on the windowsill, I could really dance, said Mr. Rabbit. So the little girl picked him up, set him down on that broad windowsill by the open window. Mr. Rabbit was jumping up and down, kicking up his heels. Pickin' peas, land on my knees, pickin' peas, land on my knees. When he got to the end, he gave one tremendous leap. Heard my mama calling me right over there. Out the window he went. Mr. Rabbit ran off to the garden, calling, "A picture of peas landed on my knees. Gonna eat all I want, 'cause you can't catch me." Ha! Like to say that's the last little girl saw of that rabbit. I'm afraid he was right back there next morning, picking peas and landing on his knees. A picking peas, land on my knees, a picking peas, land on my knees, a picking peas. The story of Elk and Wren. This story was told to me by Makah elder Hildred Ides. Little Wren woke up and came out of her nest. The sun was shining. It was a beautiful spring day. She felt like singing. She felt like dancing. She began to sing and dance right up and down the meadow. Eat my way, so sin away. Kauai, kauai, so sin away. Eat my way, so sin away. Kauai, kauai, so sin away. Doo, doo! In the forest, Elk was trying to sleep. He stuck his head out and said, "Hey, Wren, stop that singing. I'm trying to sleep in here." "Oh, it's a springtime morning. I feel like singing. Of course I'm going to sing," said little Wren. And she went right on singing and dancing. Eat my way, so sin away. Kauai, kauai, so sin away. Eat my way, so sin away. Kauai, kauai, so sin away. Doo, doo! That elk stuck his nose out. He said, "I told you to hush up. Now, if you don't stop singing, you're going to be sorry because I want to sleep." "Oh, of course I'm going to sing. It's springtime. You should be singing too. I'm not going to start just because you're a bully. Eat my way, so sin away. Kauai, kauai, so sin away. Eat my way, so sin away. Kauai, kauai, so sin away. Doo, doo! stuck his head out one more time. He said, "If you don't stop that singing so I can get some sleep, I'm going to come right out there and stomp you with my big, big hoof." "Oh, you big bully. You can't tell people how to behave. It's spring, and I want to sing, and I'm going to sing. My way, so sin away. Kawaii, kawaii, so sin away. My way, so sin away. Kawaii, kawaii, so sin away. That elk said, "This is your last warning. One more peep out of you, and I'm going to come out there and stomp you right into the ground, you little bird." "Oh, you big bully! You don't frighten me one little bit. I'll just fly up your nose." And she began to sing. My way, so sin away. Kawaii, kawaii, so sin away. My way, so sin away. Kawaii, kawaii, so sin away. That elk came flying out of that forest. His hooves were just going. He was going to stomp her into the ground. Before he could land on that little bird, she flew, boom, right up his nose. He coughed. He strangled. He fell over on the ground. He collapsed. He almost died. That little bird backed out of his nose. She brushed herself off. How disgusting. "You big bully. You have to learn you can't pick on little people just because they're smaller than you are." And she went back down the meadow singing her song. My way, so sin away. Kawaii, kawaii, so sin away. My way, so sin away. Kawaii, kawaii, so sin away. This is the story of Pool and Roach from Louisiana. There once was a hen named Pool who married a cockroach named Roach. Strange marriage, you might say, but they were in love. That cockroach, he was a drummer. All night on their wedding night, he played the drums. Oh, they played and sang all night long until dawn. The next day was Sunday and they slept in. The next morning was Monday, a work day. 6 a.m. that hen jumped out of bed and began to do her deep knee bends. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Woo! Come on, honey. Come on, honey. Time to go to work. Wake up, wake up, wake up. That cockroach was still in bed. He pulled up the covers. He said, "Oh, Pool, oh, honey, babe, I can't go to work today. I got a headache from the party still. You going without me? You going down to the farm work without me today? I'll help tomorrow." "Oh, poor baby. Okay, come tonight. Come home. I'll make you my special soup and you'll feel better." That hen, she took her little hoe, and she took her little rake, and And she went up to the farm. Do-do-do-do-do, up to the farm. Do-do-do-do-do, up to the farm. Do-do-do-do-do, up to the farm. Oh, I like to work, oh, I like to work, oh, I like to work, work, work. She was no sooner gone than that cockroach jumped out of bed. He got on the telephone. He began to call all his cockroach buddies. Hey, you guys, get on over here. My wife is gone. We can party. And pretty soon, ho, down the road from the right, down the road from the left, down the road from the middle, came cockroaches. Some were carrying chips, some were carrying the drinks, and some were carrying the musical instruments. And they came and they began to party. 4 o'clock. That cockroach said, "Oh, guys, quick, you gotta get out of here. My wife will be home any minute. Clean up the house, pack up your instruments, and go." Those cockroaches, they scurried around that house. They threw their chip wrappers in the garbage can. They threw their empty drink cans in the garbage can. They packed up their musical instruments, and some went up the road to the right, some went up to the left, some went up the road to the middle, and they were gone. Cockroach jumped back in bed and pulled up the covers. His wife came home from the farm. Doodle-doodle-doo. I'm so tired. Doodle-doodle-doo. Oh, I'm so tired. Honey, babe. Honey, are you still in bed? Oh, poor baby. Well, I'll make you your special soup. Just a moment. She made a special soup, and she fed it to him with a little spoon. In the morning, baby, you will feel better. They went to bed. They went to sleep. They slept real sound. Next morning, 6 a.m., that chicken jumped out of bed and began her deep knee bend. Oh, 1 and 2 and the 1 and the 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 2 and the 1 and honey, come on. Go to work. What? That cockroach pulled up the covers. Oh, baby, I am so sick. My tummy hurts today. I can't go help. You'll have to go to the farm without me. All right. Sick again, huh? Well, I'll come back tonight. I'll make you some soup. She took her little hoe and she took her little rake and she went off to the farm. Do-do-do-do-do, I'm off to the farm. Do-do-do-do-do, I'm off to the farm. Do-do-do-do-do, I'm off to the farm. Oh, I like to work, oh, I like to work, oh, I like to work. No sooner was she out of sight than that cockroach jumped out of bed and got on the telephone. Hey, you guys, come over here. My wife is gone. We can party. Oh. Up the road from the right, up the road from the left, up the road from the middle came cockroaches. Some were carrying chips, some were carrying drinks, some were carrying the musical instruments. In they came and they began to party. 4 o'clock. Guys, quick, clean up the house and get out of here. My wife will be home any minute. cockroaches. They scurried around that house. They threw their chip wrappers in the garbage can. They threw their drink cans in the garbage can. They packed up their music instruments, and some went up the road to the right, some went up the road to the left, some went up the road to the middle, and they were gone. Cockroach jumped back in bed and pulled up the covers. Pooh came home from the farm. Do-do-do-do-do. I'm so tired. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, I'm so tired. Honey, you're still in bed? Oh, again? I'll make you some soup. She made her special soup, and she fed it to him with a little spoon. In the morning you will feel better. Went to bed, they went to sleep, they slept real sound. Next morning, 6 a.m. 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and 1 and a 2 and 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2. Woo! Come on, honey, come on, come on, come on. Let's go to... You are still sick? Oh, my head hurts and my tummy hurts. I can't go to the farm today. Honey, you go without me. I'll help tomorrow. All right, I'll go without you. I'll come back tonight and make you some soup. You'll feel better. She took her little hoe and she took her little rake and she went off to the farm. Do-do-do-do, I'm off to the farm. Do-do-do-do, I'm off to the farm. Oh, I like to work, oh, I like to work, oh, I like to work. Oh! She noticed the garbage can as she went out the front gate. It was full of chip wrappers. It was full of drink cans. Somebody's been having a party at my house. Somebody's been having a party and I wasn't here. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I think I'll just hide. Do-do-do-do-do. I think I'll just hide. She hid behind the corner of the house. She waited. Pretty soon, up the road from the right, up the road from the left, up the road from the middle, came cockroaches. Some were carrying chips, some were carrying drinks, some were carrying musical instruments. They ran into her house and they began to party. Behind that house, she ran around, she kicked open the front door, and she began to pick cockroaches. Ooh, they ran! Some ran off the road to the right, some ran off the road to the left, some ran off the road to the left. They were gone. They left behind their chips, they left behind their dips, they left behind their musical instruments. Then she turned to her husband. So that's the way you're sick when I am gone, is it? The last I saw of them, he was running up the road to the middle, and she was behind him, pecking all the way. Miss Cricket Looks for a Husband, a Palestinian Arab folktale. Miss Cricket wanted to get married. She went to her mother, Mama, 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 I want to get married. Well, Miss Cricket, you'll have to look for a husband. Now look around carefully and choose someone who is just right for you. So Miss Cricket went out looking for a suitor. Oh, she saw Mr. Camel. Mr. Camel looked so handsome. Mr. Camel, would you like to marry me? Mr. Camel looked down at her and said, "Bah, bah, why would I marry you? You're nothing more than a little cricket. A cricket." She was incensed by his attitude. "Cricket, cricket yourself. Who do you think you are?" Mr. Camel was impressed by her spunky attitude. "Well, maybe I'd marry you after all, little Miss Cricket." "Okay, put your money in my sleeve and I'll go ask my mama." So Mr. Camel put his money in her tiny sleeve and she ran home to mama. Mama, guess what? I have a suitor now. What is his name? His name is Mr. Camel. Well, that's a nice name. What does he look like? I like the way he looks. His nose is very big. His back is very big. He's big all over. Oh, no, daughter. You cannot marry him. It sounds like he's too big. He would step on you and squash you. You must look for a more suitable husband. Oh. Mr. Camel, I can't marry you after all. You're too big. My mama said so. She saw Mr. Bull. She liked the way he looked. Mr. Bull, would you like to marry me? Bah, bah, you're nothing more than a little cricket. Cricket. Why would I marry you? Cricket, cricket yourself. Who do you think you are? Mr. Bull was impressed by her spunky attitude. Well, maybe I'd marry you after all, little cricket. Put your money in my sleeve and I'll go ask my mama. So he put his money in her sleeve and she ran home to mama. Mama, guess what? I have another suitor. Well, wonderful. What's his name? Mr. Bull. That's a nice name. What does he look like? I like the way he looks. His nose is very big. His head is very big. He's big all over. Oh, no, daughter. It sounds like he's too big for you. He would roll over in the night and squash you. You must find a more suitable husband. Oh, Mama. Okay. Mr. Bull, I can't marry you after all. You're too big. Oh, she saw Mr. Mouse. Oh, she liked the way he looked. Mr. Mouse, would you like to marry me? Bah. Why would I want to marry you? You're nothing more than a little cricket. Cricket. Cricket, cricket yourself. Who do you think you are? Mr. Mouse was impressed by her spunky little attitude. Well, maybe I'll marry you after all, Mrs. Cricket. Okay, put your money in my sleeve. I'll go ask my mama. Mama, guess what? I have another suitor. What's his name? Mr. Mouse. Nice enough name. What's he look like? I like the way he looks. His nose is very tiny. His eyes are very tiny. His paws are very tiny. He's tiny all over. Oh, daughter, I think you finally found the right husband for you. Run back and marry him at once. Oh, thank you, Mama. Mr. Mouse, guess what? My mama said I can marry you. Oh, and so they were married. And they lived happily ever after. And all because little Miss Cricket listened to her mama. Miss Cricket Gets Married, Part 2. Miss Cricket and Mr. Mouse were married for just a week when, do you know what happened? They had a whole pile of dirty laundry. That's the way of the world. First you get married and then the housework begins. Mr. Mouse and Miss Cricket got all their laundry together and set off to find a place to wash it. Mr. Mouse ran in front. Miss Cricket ran behind. Oh, they came to the Sea of Accra. Oh, the waves seem very high to those two. Oh, I don't think there's enough water here, said Mr. Mouse. We can't do our laundry and take a bath here. Not enough water, not enough water. No, said Miss Cricket, not enough water, not enough water. Look someplace else. And back they started. All the way across to the Sea of Tiberias. The waves were very high. To those two, they seemed very high indeed. Oh, not enough water here. Not enough water here to do our laundry and take a bath. No, not enough water. Not enough water. We'll have to look someplace else. And they headed back inland. Oh, look, husband, said Miss Cricket. I think I found just the spot. She had discovered the hoof print of a donkey, sunk into the mud and filled with rain water. Look, husband, just the place to do our laundry and take our baths. Oh, wife, just the place to do our laundry and take our baths. You get the laundry ready. I'll go to town and buy some soap. And off ran Mr. Mouse. Miss Cricket settled down on the edge of the hoof print. She dangled her toes over the edge. The water looked cool. So she just jumped on in and began to bathe. And then she decided to get out. Oh, the sides of the hoof print were so tall. Oh, she could not reach the top to hoist herself out. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, I'm trapped. Oh, help, husband. Mouse, where are you? Husband, help. And then she heard a horseman coming along on his horse. Uncle, up on your horse, jingling your bells. Go tell the mouse the lady of the house into the water fell. Uncle, up on your horse, jingling your bells. Go tell the mouse the lady of the house into the water fell. The horseman looked down and he saw a tiny cricket. It's nothing but a cricket. A cricket. Horseman! And she called after him, Uncle, if you don't do it, may your behind stick to your horse. The horseman rode on into the village, and when he came to his house, he started to get down. He was stuck to his horse. The cricket. Ella must have heard her cry. I'm going to have to look for that mouse. And he rode back up through the village, looking for the mouse. Storekeeper, have you seen a mouse? Storekeeper, have you seen a mouse? Storekeeper, has a mouse gone by here? At last he gave up and just began to call through the streets of the village, Mouse, mouse, the lady of the house into the water fell. Mouse, mouse, the lady of the house into the water fell. Mouse, mouse, the lady of the house into the water fell. At last he passed the soap shop where the mouse was buying his soap. Mouse, mouse, the lady of the house into the water fell. The mouse heard that. Oh, that message is for me. That was my wife. I have to go at once. And the mouse ran back to his wife was struggling. Oh, dear, wait, I'll get you. Here, take my little hand. But his hand would not reach. Oh, I'll rescue you. Here. Grab onto my little foot. Oh, but his little foot would not reach her. Oh, dear, I'll rescue you. Here. Oh, my tail. Catch my long tail. He dangled his tail into the puddle, and she grabbed it and pulled herself out. Oh, husband, thank you. Where were you anyway? Let's do our laundry now. Time to do the laundry. They washed their clothes and spread them to dry in the sun. Then they folded them, put them in neat little piles, and set off back home with their clean laundry. Oh, that's the end of this story. Unless, of course, next week they had another pile of dirty laundry. Let's not think about that. This is the story of a little old lady called the Teeny Weeny Bop. Once there was a little old woman who lived all by herself way out in the country. She didn't have any pets or any company. One morning she got up, started sweeping her floor. She was sweeping her floor and sweeping her floor. And sweeping her floor, and sweeping her floor. She was sweeping her floor, and sweeping her floor, and sweeping her floor, and sweeping her floor, and she found a gold coin in a crack in her floor. She picked it up, said, "My luck is made. I'm going to go to town with this gold coin. I'm going to trade it for a pet for myself. I won't have to live alone anymore. Set off down the road, just a-singing. Oh, boy, to market, to buy a fat pig. Home again, jiggity jig. Gonna buy a pig for a pet. I'd love to have a pig. To market, to buy a fat pig. Home again, jiggity jig. Got down to the market, went right to the pig man. Mr. Pig Man!
Yeah.
I'd like to buy a pig. I have got a gold.
I don't know
but look
about
at
you.
this. I got a gold coin.
Gold. Gold, yes. A pig?
You'll trade me?
For the gold coin?
There's
Thank
my
you.
gold coin. I'd like to trade it.
Those pigs there.
Look at
Take
me.
one that you like.
I like that fat little one.
That would be fine. Take that
goody,
just
goody.
with you.
She picked up that fat little pig. She tucked it under her arm. She started back up the road. She was so happy. Oh, I went to market and I bought a fat pig. Now I'm coming home again, jiggity jig. I went to market and I bought a fat pig. And I'm coming back home again, a jiggity jig. She got home. She said, let me think. Where can I keep my little pig where he'll be safe? I know. I'll keep him in the garden. It's all fenced in. He can't get away. Be a good place for a pet. She put the little pig in the garden. She closed the garden gate. She went in the house, sat in her rocking chair. She began to rock and think about her day. Oh, laws. I went to market and I bought a fat pig. Then I brought him home again. Jiggity jig. I went to market and I bought a fat pig, and I come back home again, jiggity jig. She went to bed. She went to sleep, and she slept real sound. In the morning, she got up, said, I can't wait to see my little pig. I wonder how he's getting along. I can't wait. She ran out the front door, down to the yard, over to the garden, and threw open the garden gate. What do you think that pig had done in the night? He had rooted all through that garden. He had rooted up the carrots. He had rooted up the potatoes. He had rooted up the turnips. He had rooted up the rutabagas, too. The garden was a total mess. Oh, big, what a mess you made. I'm gonna take you to market and I'm going to trade. Gonna get myself a different pet. This pig is not working out at all. Get myself a cat. I like a cat. That'd be a nice pet. Oh, goody. To market, to buy a fat cat. Then I come home again, jiggity jat. To market, to buy a fat cat. Gonna come back home again, jiggity jat. Went right to the pigman. Mr. Pigman. I was here yesterday, but yeah. I need to buy a cat today.
Oh, cats, yes.
You got cats too?
I have cats, yes.
Like to buy a cat.
I don't know. You don't have more gold coins?
No, but I'd trade my pig for one of your cats. Oh, you're going to
trade the pig. I would trade
Would that work?
Pig. Yeah, I would trade a pig for a cat.
Okay. Here's the pig back. Take the pig back. Take him back. He's the one you had yesterday. He'd be okay.
And the cats?
Yeah, where's your cats? Where's your cats?
In that part, over there. See
I want cats? That little gray one.
The gray?
The fluffy gray one?
I guess for a pig, you can have the gray one. Okay.
Yeah, she grabbed that little gray fluffy cat, put it over her shoulder, stroked its fur. Oh, boy. Started back home. I went to market and I bought myself a cat. Oh, damn, coming home again, jiggity chat. I went down to the market and I bought a fat cat, and I'm coming back home again, jiggity chat. Well, I'm going to put my cat in my garden, but I'll keep the cat. I'll just keep it in the house. I'll just keep her in the living room here. That'll be a good place. She can play around and I can watch her. Put the cat in the living room. Sat down in her rocking chair. Rocked and sang. Oh, I went to market and I bought a fat cat. I did, and then I come home again. A jiggity jack. I went down to the market and I bought a fat cat, and now I come back home again. What do you think of that? Oh, she sat down. She got up. She went to bed. She went to sleep, and she slept real sound. Next morning she got up. Oh, my cat's out there. Can't wait to see my cat. Can't wait to see. She threw open the door. Oh, no. What do you think that cat had done during the night?
That cat had scratched all the furniture, left little claw marks all over, ripped off all the stuffings, ripped the drapes, and tore up the carpet. The place was a mess. Oh, cat, what a mess you made. I'm taking you to market, and I'm going to trade. I'll get myself a smaller pet. Won't make such a mess. I'll get a hamster. Always heard about hamsters. That'd be a wonderful little pet. Oh, yes. To market, to buy a fat hamster. Home again, jiggity jamster. To market, gonna buy a fat hamster. Home again, jiggity jamster. Oh, Mr. Hamster Man.
Yes.
I know you got cats and you got pigs, but I'd like a hamster today.
I remember you.
Yes. I got your cat ripped apart.
My cat is wonderful.
It ripped apart my living room, and I'd like to trade it for a hamster. I see you had hamsters too.
Cats for hamsters.
Please.
Well,
nice trade. Good trade.
I'll take the cat.
Here's my
Thank
cat.
you.
I want that little brown hamster run right there.
That hamster?
Yes, please. It looks soft and furry.
I guess for a cat.
Oh, goody.
Take
Oh,
that
goody.
hamster.
She put the hamster in her pocket. She started back home. This is great. I went to market and I bought a fat hamster. Now I'm coming back home again. Jiggity jamster. I went to market and I bought a fat hamster. I'm coming back home again. Jiggity jamster. Well, I keep my hamster, though. Let me think. I don't want to leave him loose in the living room. I know. I'll put him in the pantry in the kitchen. He can just live right in there. I'll keep the door closed. He won't get out. She put the hamster in the pantry, in the kitchen, and she closed the door. She went in and sat in her chair in the living room. She rocked and she sang. Oh, I went to market and I bought a fat hamster. I come back home again, jiggity jamster. I went to the market and I bought a fat hamster. And then I come home again, jiggity jamster. She went to bed, she went to sleep, she slept real sound. Next morning she got up early. Oh, I can't wait to see how my little pet is today. Hamsty, how you doing? She ran in the kitchen, she threw open the pantry door. Oh no, what do you think that hamster had done during the night? He had chewed up all the cracker boxes, eaten the crackers out of them, chewed up all the cookie boxes, eaten the cookies out of them. He had gnawed and clawed and trod his way through everything in that pantry. Laws, what a mess you made. I'm taking you to market and I'm going to trade. I think I'll get something that doesn't have any teeth or claws. I think I'll get myself a little slug for a pet. Ha! What harm could that do? To market, to buy a fat slug. Home again, gluggity glug. To market, to buy a fat slug. And then home again, gluggity glug. Mr. Hamster Man.
Oh, you again?
Well, your hamster did not work out. He ate holes at everything in my pantry.
My hamsters have never caused problems.
I want an animal that has no teeth, that cannot rip, that cannot
make
claw,
no
that
more
cannot
trades.
chaw.
No more trades.
But I would like to have one of those slugs I saw you had over there.
A slug? You want to trade a hamster for a
I
slug?
think a slug would be a nice pet. I'll trade my hamster, but if you don't want to.
Oh, fine. One more trade. Take the slug. Take the slug.
There's the hamster. Oh,
Yes.
I want this one right here. It's
Oh,
so
no,
big and
that's
fat.
too big a slug. Take the one next to
I
it.
gave you a hamster.
All
right.
Take the big one.
Okay, she got the big fat slug and she slipped it in her pocket, slid it right in there, and started off home. Ho ho! I went to market and I bought a fat slug. Now I'm coming home again, gluggity glug. I went down to the market and I bought a fat slug, and I'm coming back home again, gluggity glug. Where can I keep my slug? Now that is the question. I know. I'll put him on a cabbage leaf. I'll put him in the refrigerator where it's cool. He'll like it in there and be really safe, I'm sure. She put him on a cabbage leaf, laid him in the refrigerator, closed the door, went in the living room, sat right down in a rocking chair and rocked walked and sang her little song. I went to market and I bought a fat slug, and then I brought him back home again. Glug, glug. I went to the market, I bought a fat slug, I brought him back home again. Gluggity, glug. She went to bed. She went to sleep. She slept real sound. Next morning she woke up. Oh, I can't wait to see my sluggy. Wonder how he's doing. Wonder I got along last night. She ran into the kitchen. She opened that refrigerator door. Oh, no, what do you think that slug had done during the night? He had eaten up all the cabbage on his leaf, and the cabbage head, too. He'd eaten up all the lettuce. He'd eaten up all the broccoli. He'd begun to slime. He slimed the cheese. He slimed the butter. He slimed the jello. He slimed the leftover roast beef. Oh, slug, what a mess you made. I'm taking you to market and I'm going to trade. I think I've had enough of pets. I think I'll get my gold coin back and forget about this pet keeping business. To market, to get my gold coin. To market, to get my gold coin. Mr. Slugman.
You again.
Yes, I decided I don't want to keep a pet after all.
That's fine.
Yeah, so here's
that's fine.
here's my slug back. I'd like
slug back.
Yes,
that's
and I'd like the gold coin, please.
Oh no.
Wait a minute,
sorry.
I gave you a gold coin.
No, I don't think I want to trade a gold coin for a slug.
Well, then would you trade it for the hamster back, maybe?
No, I really think I think the hamster.
What about for the cat? Could I trade it for the cat
back?
back?
The slug is really a lovely slug. I think you should keep the slug.
Could I trade for the pig back then? I guess.
No, the pig is already traded off to someone else. I'm afraid. I think you've got a slug now, ma'am. You should just enjoy your slug.
Oh no! She went off and sat by the side of the road. She was so depressed. I went to market. I couldn't even trade. Now listen right. I had a gold coin. And then I had a pig. And then I had a cat. And then I had a hamster. And then I had a slug. Oh, Sluggy, I don't think I can keep you. You might as well go. And she turned him loose alongside the road. And she started back up home. I went to market and couldn't even trade. I went to market. I couldn't even trade. She went in the house and sat in a rocking chair and she rocked. She sang, I went to market and I couldn't even trade. I went to market, couldn't even trade. I went to the market and I couldn't even trade. I went to the market and I couldn't even trade. After a while, she got up. She got out her mop and started on her housework again. She started mopping the floor, and mopping the floor, and mopping the floor, and mopping the floor, mopping the floor, and mopping the floor, and mopping the floor, and mopping the floor. She was mopping that floor, and mopping that floor, and mopping that floor, and mopping that floor. She found a silver coin in a crack in the floor. She picked it up. Oh, my luck is made again. I'm going to go to town and buy myself a pet after all. And I'll fix it this time so I can keep it good. What'll I buy? I know. A hog. Oh, to market, to buy a fat hog. To market, to buy a fat hog. To market, to buy a fat hog. Home again, jiggity jog. No more, teeny weeny bop. Your silly story has got to stop.
Audible Kids hopes you have enjoyed this audiobook. For more like it, check out kids.audible.com.